Hello everyone and welcome to Kately Co. Today we are making over Creekside Corner in Glimmerbrook, which is in Realm of Magic. The first thing I wanted to do is make sure we go for a darker color scheme. So we end up going for this black color, and I'll end up changing the windows and the door trims. Yeah, we go for that purple and black kind of look, which I love. This is kind of like a shell build challenge in that you're kind of working with something that's already there. Obviously, I'm working with windows and doors that are already in place, but luckily these windows and doors have some good swatches that I feel like switching up the swatches changed up the look really well. I just like the color scheme we have going. I ended up updating the trim to a darker trim as well. Getting these little details figured out. I was having some difficulties getting this changed up, but ended up working out in the end. Those leafy things end up changing. I really wanted to put ivy along the side of the house, and I swear there was some ivy in the game, but I could not find it, even with debug and stuff. So I ended up using some CC to get the ivy along the outside walls, but we gutted the place. So now we're using some of the Realm of Magic wallpaper, which I actually think looks pretty nice. I usually go for the same wallpapers when I decorate, but the Realm of Magic had some nice ones. Changing up the flooring. Going for that dark wood, of course. And a lighter wood for some contrast. We're using this Realm of Magic kitchen. I really like the Realm of Magic kitchen set. I think it looks so good, and it has great swatches because you have the different blacks. It's just great. And for this build, because we're going for the darker color scheme in this one, it just works. I was kind of inspired by more of a gothic look, but that doesn't really come across in regards to like the Victorian gothic look, because Realm of Magic has like its own more like a vintage aesthetic over a Victorian aesthetic. So that's kind of the style that comes across due to using the pack here. I'm getting rid of a lot of the wall coverings and lamps and stuff that I don't want to use. Changing up some of the wallpapers to get a better color scheme going. We'll change the doors to black, which I think looks really nice. This is a huge bathroom. I was like, how am I going to fill this space? But we end up making it work. Put a laundry hamper in. A laundry hamper helps fill in the space of a bigger bathroom. I don't know why the EA houses make such big bathrooms. I feel like when I build bathrooms, if I'm building the size of the room, I make them much smaller. Got a little shelf with some clutter. Starting with the bathrooms as per usual. I wanted to make sure there was nothing on the walls here, because with the walls down, sometimes the stuff that was on the walls disappeared. I'm taking some bathroom stuff from downstairs, so we match them. This one gets a bathtub and a shower. Again, these bathrooms are so big, might as well fit what we can in them. And this build does use CC. I have some like gothic pieces that I wanted to clutter the space up with, so yeah, there are some CC pieces in this build. Testing out some couches, trying to figure out the look we're going for, and we end up going for that base game couch. It looks really nice. Just filling the space. This is a big room. Between like the walkway going into like the larger, I think it's like a combined dining and living room. It's just a very large space to try and fill, especially if you want it to look a little cozier and filled in. I did kind of struggle with figuring out all the kind of pieces I could put in here to make it feel a little cozier. That Realm of Magic like armoire or the cabinet piece looks really good in the black swatch with the purple details. That's a CC piece, just filling in the space. Adding in some more of the darker clutter pieces. Oh, and I see I need to change that door, which I don't think I get to anytime soon. I wasn't sure what to do with that room because we already have that bigger bathroom downstairs and I didn't want another bathroom. So we end up turning it into a little like seating nook area. So there are a lot of places to sit in this build. But when I was trying to figure out who is going to live in this space, because I put the piano in, I figured this person not only does magic, since this is in Realm of Magic, so they're a spellcaster, but I figured they probably also like to play the piano. That was the vibe I was going for here. So when I made a sim to kind of live in here, she was more of a creative type that was into the spell casting and potion making, to give you an idea. Here we have some CC beds, and I'm trying to get the blanket over top of one of them just to add a little bit more dimension to this bed, make it look a little different. This is going to be an office space over here. I like decorating office spaces. And we end up using the Crystal Creation bookshelves in here. Love those bookshelves. And that coffin bookshelf is a CC bookshelf. We just don't really have anything like that in game. Putting a cauldron out back. Yeah, adding some details here. Looking at how I can fill the space. Adding some kitchen clutter. That kitchen looks so bright in contrast to the rest of the house because we went with the lighter wallpaper. Yeah, and this turns into just a little kind of seating nook area, little study. Adding in the rugs to help fill the space. Trying to find ones that work. Again, the Crystal Creations has great rugs. Trying to add some dimension to the walls in the kitchen. The vampire set would probably look really good with this build, but I don't own that pack. But it would look really good. Adding in the more lived-in pieces to really decorate the space, give it some more character. Need to get rid of that picture frame in that one room, but don't worry, we'll get to that when we get more into decorating the walls. Filling in the bookshelf here. Decorating the dresser tops with clutter. In my mind, because I ended up having 2 like full beds in this space, I kind of foresaw a person living here with a roommate. And because I had this idea of the spellcaster that likes music here, I figured their roommate might be another supernatural being sharing the space with them, sharing the rent, if you will. Filling in this big hallway here. There was just so much space in this hallway entry area upstairs that I wanted to fill it up a little bit, so we used those little poofs with the pillows on top. Now we're getting into decorating the exterior a bit more. I get rid of those vine curtains that are on those walls once I download some CC to get some vines creeping up the walls, which you'll see later on as we decorate. I tried to put some tombstones out back, but because of the way debug is, they ended up disappearing. But that was a look I was going to go for with this build. Oh yeah, we add the crystals in here from debug. I don't know, like, it's very shiny in comparison to everything else, how it's more of a darker muted black, but these are magic users. I feel like it kind of adds to the mystical quality of the space. And now we're adding the ivy that creeps up the walls of the place, which helps add some more dimension to the exterior. I kind of like that the lot was smaller, so you didn't have much yard space, so I didn't have to worry too much about landscaping. I got to focus more on the house itself, which I enjoyed. Looking for more bits and pieces to add in to fill the space. Got some wall coverings and this cool bat like keychain holder. Adding in the shoes. Got some nice candle CC where the flame lights up when you place the candle. Those look really cute, cozy. My favorite picture frame compilation on the wall there. Just adding in these little touches. Here we finally get rid of that picture frame that doesn't go, and figuring out what to do with the wall in this bedroom. Adding in the bats and the skull. Fixing the ivy that's clipping in the walls. Trying to figure out how to fill this space a bit more since it's such a big room without much of a purpose. But that's kind of what we do with it. And now I'm creating a character to live in. So she is our spellcaster living in this space. We'll do a little walkthrough. The camera is so hard. I mean, we gotta fix that door, but we fix it. A lot of black for that gothic inspired look. Hopefully it comes across. And that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.